The P0140 code signifies oxygen sensor circuit no activity detected for Bank 1 sensor 2. Bank 1 sensor 2 refers to the downstream oxygen sensor, located after the catalytic converter on the side of the engine with cylinder 1. This sensor monitors the exhaust gases to ensure the catalytic converter is working efficiently. The signal path from the oxygen sensor to the ECM is traced here. The no activity means the sensor isn't sending any data to the engine control module, indicating a potential problem. When the P0140 code appears, one of the first symptoms you'll notice is the check engine light illuminating on your dashboard. This warning indicator signals that there's an issue with the vehicle's emissions or engine management system. Another common symptom is decreased fuel economy. Your vehicle may require more frequent refueling as the engine struggles to maintain optimal air-fuel mixture due to the faulty oxygen sensor. You may also experience reduced engine performance, such as sluggish acceleration or a noticeable loss of power. This happens because the engine control module can't properly adjust the fuel mixture without accurate sensor data. Finally, your vehicle may fail emissions testing. The faulty oxygen sensor can cause higher than normal emissions levels, which are detected during mandatory vehicle inspections. Several issues can trigger a P0140 code. The most common cause is a faulty oxygen sensor due to wear, heat, or contamination. Other potential causes include wiring problems like corrosion or shorts. Exhaust leaks can also give false readings to the sensor. Less frequently, issues with the ECM-PCM itself can cause this code. Additionally, contamination from oil or coolant leaks can damage the sensor. Start by using an OBD2 scanner to confirm the P0140 code and check for any other related codes, such as P0135 for heater circuit malfunction. Inspect the wiring harness connected to the oxygen sensor for any signs of damage, corrosion, or loose connections. Checking live data from the O2 sensor can help determine if the sensor is responding at all. With the engine running, use a multimeter to test the oxygen sensor's voltage. A healthy sensor should cycle between 0.1 and 0.9 volts. If the voltage remains steady or absent, the sensor is likely faulty. You can also test the sensor's heating element for proper resistance, typically between 1 and 10 ohms. A wiggle test on the wiring can reveal intermittent connections. When repairing a P0140 code, you have two main options depending on the cause. For a faulty oxygen sensor, DIY replacement is feasible if you're comfortable with basic auto repairs. Always purchase a high-quality replacement sensor to ensure reliability. However, if the issue involves wiring problems, exhaust leaks, or ECM faults, professional help from a qualified mechanic is strongly recommended. Attempting these repairs without proper knowledge can cause additional damage to your vehicle. First, disconnect the negative battery terminal to prevent electrical issues during replacement. Locate the Bank 1 sensor 2 oxygen sensor in the exhaust system and disconnect its electrical connector. Use an oxygen sensor socket and ratchet to carefully remove the old sensor from the exhaust pipe. Apply anti-seize compound to the threads of the new sensor, install it into the exhaust pipe, and torque it to the manufacturer's specifications using a torque wrench. Reconnect the electrical connector and the negative battery terminal. Finally, clear the P0140 code using an OBD2 scanner. To prevent future P0140 codes, regularly inspect your vehicle's exhaust system for leaks and ensure wiring harnesses are protected from damage. Keep your engine properly maintained to prevent oil and coolant leaks. With the increasing shift towards electric vehicles, O2 sensor-related issues, like P0140, will become less prevalent. However, hybrid vehicles will still rely on these sensors, making maintenance crucial for those vehicles.